Afternoon folks, Lynmouth here, and today we find ourselves in the absolutely stunning vista of Lynmouth. North Somerset, here it is Lynmouth. Now then folks, interesting factoids about Lynmouth. You going to take over there, D?
Yeah, man.
It was here. It was extraordinary goings on through British grit. In 1899, says here, there was a terrible storm, and the ship out at sea over that way lost its rudder, towing, gone, 18 sails short, perished. So they call the Coast Guard here, they call the Lynmouth lifeboat chaps, and they tried to set to sea, and they couldn't because of the storm. Now get this, extraordinary British behaviour. These chappies with 18 horses and 100 men walked the lifeboat 14 miles that way, including over Contresbury Hill, which is that steep, 1,400 feet. And they took 11 hours, and when they finally got there, they sailed for an hour and a half out, rescued all souls on board. So hats off, chaps, the Lynmouth lifeboat people. This is extraordinary behaviour, British behaviour. The other thing Lynmouth is infamous for, is the floods in August 1952. Now, we've just been up to the church in Lynn, up there in the water-powered train. And in St Mary's Church, we saw extraordinary anti-coincidence theory, which was posted in the Church of St Mary. It pointed out on Radio 4, not some anti-coincidence theory online. The BBC, we're talking the Beeb, we're talking Radio 4, have blown the whistle. And this was August. In August 1952, 90 million tonnes of water came down here the hillsides. 90 million tonnes, destroyed the town, 38
of
dead.
Rain.
Of
90
rain,
million
90
tons of
million
rain.
tonnes of rain. How can it rain this much in August? Well, what we've discovered, chaps, and what the BBC have discovered, they've interviewed Flight Lieutenant Colonel from the military, who said they were seeding the clouds with silver oxide, salt, flying into the clouds, and it could rain 300 miles away. This is what caused the disaster in Lynmouth. This is what caused this. And in 1955, this was stopped. And the government can say all they like, we have it. What were they called? The Cumulus Squad used to fly into the clouds and make it rain. So it was the British government that killed all these people in Lynmouth. I'm telling you now. Yes. And he said they were all congratulating and cheering when the rain fell. Then they heard about Lynmouth and there was a stony silence at HQ, where they were in charge of seeding the clouds. So when you hear about man-made climate change, listen to what they're telling you. It's like people dying with COVID. They're dying with two legs and with a head as well, not dying of it. Man-made climate change is man changing the climate by putting silver oxide and such things into the clouds to make it rain. Nothing to do with the jets coming out of the back of your car, chappies. Man-made climate change, made by scientists. They can change the weather. They've done this in Woodstock in '69. You saw the planes going into the clouds. They can make it rain. Remember Superman 1? Yes. So here we are in Lynmouth, folks, blowing the whistle. Fantastic, heroic, true British grit. And what thanks do they get? They get flooded by their own people. There's the bus, we've got to go. Cheers.